Hey guys, welcome back to DCS and welcome back to the Red Air series guys in the DCS MiG-15bis. So today we're going to be fighting an F-86 Saber. We're going to basically be looking at the air-to-air capabilities of the MiG-15bis, and the next video we'll be looking at navigation using the ARC-V navigation system, and that'll be the end of the MiG-15 for the Red Air series guys. So in today's video, as you can see, we're trying to dogfight an F-86. Now guys, I'm going to put a couple of caveats out there. I am not a pro air-to-air kind of dogfighter in the MiG-15bis. I don't have a lot of experience fighting F-86 Sabers on multiplayer servers and so on and so forth. But I'm just going to give you guys some of the tips that I have found that work for me in a sort of a single player environment against an AI F-86. Right now, as you can see, this AI F-86 Saber is set to excellent difficulty. That is the highest difficulty setting that you can set for an AI. And I'm just going to basically give you guys my observations on how to fight an F-86 Saber based on my perspective, okay? So I'm just putting that out there. So I would generally summarize my tips into three important tips. Number one, always fight vertical. Never fight an F-86 Saber in a MiG in a horizontal situation. Don't get into a turn fight with the Saber, because the Saber will outturn you any time of the day, okay? At any altitude, it will outturn you. Second, watch your ammo. You don't have a lot of ammo. Yes, you have pretty powerful armaments, the 37 and the 23, but they will run out of ammo really, really quickly. Watch your ammo and watch your speed, okay? Don't get too fast in a dive, because you'll suffer from compressibility and you'll lose control, okay? And the third point is that when you get in trouble, when there's an F-86 on your tail, the best thing to do, guys, is to climb. Climb and drag him up high, because he cannot sustain the climb rate like the MiG-15, and he will run out of energy, and then you can pounce on him. So here, you guys can see where I'm taking the fight vertical. I'm making the fight vertical because my, for lack of a better term, my vertical turning circle is much better than my horizontal turning circle. As you can see, I'm turning inside the F-86 in the vertical. Now here I'm trying to not overshoot the F-86, so I'm deploying my air brakes. But I'm not going to turn this fight into a horizontal fight. I'm just going to keep it in the vertical. There we go. Just keep the fight vertical, guys. And also, with regards to the gun sight and how to use it, I generally don't find the gun sight to be of any use really in a high energy moving, yanking and banking kind of a dogfight. The gyroscope on the gun sight, and basically what you have to do is you have to set the wingspan of the target and then adjust it using the throttle grip, and it sort of calculates lead for you. And there we go, you can see he's taking some shots. Oh, there we go. There we go. We took out his left flap, damaged his left wing with the 37mm, but he's still operational. So yeah, as I was saying, the gun sight, I found it to be quite useless, okay? Especially in a high energy yanking and banking kind of a fight. I found it to be completely useless, to be honest. So I will just leave it as is, leave it completely fixed instead of the gyro position. So there again, you guys can see I'm turning the fight vertical. I'm not going horizontal at all. There's no point going horizontal against a F-86 Saber. And you want to be patient. You don't want to rush anything. You don't want to pull too many G's and black out, because you will easily black out in the MiG-15. Okay, you want to slowly gain ground on him. I'm getting ready for a snapshot, and there we go. Nice. We got a 23mm hit on his tail. So we hit him once with a 37, and a second time with a 23. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of snapshots in fighting between these sort of first generation fighter jets. because you don't get that many opportunities, really. You can see the F-86 trying to chase me up. He's trying to chase me up vertically, but he's struggling. And as I said, my vertical turning circle is much better than my horizontal turning circle. Almost blacking out here. And you have to be nice and gentle with the stick, guys. Like you can't pull on the stick very hard, otherwise you will just pass out. Just keep your eye on the target. Oh, that's so close to blacking out. So close to blacking out. But that black sludge that's coming out of the back of the F-86 Saber is actually quite helpful in identifying him. So here we're getting ready for a snapshot. Come on. Yes, there we go. There we go. That's it. So that's one for the MiG-15. We took out his right wing completely. Okay, guys, so that's the end of Fight 1. Let's get to Fight 2. Okay, welcome back to Fight 2, guys. So in this fight, guys, I'll demonstrate to you guys what to do if you're in trouble. Okay, so we're basically going to drag the F-86 up to about 6,000 meters. So here we are turning. We're turning towards him. And as you can see, he can turn a lot tighter than us in the horizontal. Now, the F-86 Saber has the 650 caliber machine guns. Of course, he doesn't have the knockout power of the cannons that we have. But however, he has a lot more ammunition. Okay? He has a lot more ammunition. He can sustain the fight for much longer. Just deploying the air brakes to try and slow me down a little bit. Now you can see I'm immediately going into the vertical. So when we get close, I don't go into the horizontal. I go into the vertical. And here the aircraft is about to kind of depart. So I control it with the rudder. At extremely high angles of attack, rudder helps a lot, guys. Okay? You want to use your rudder at really high angles of attack. See, again, like, people have a natural tendency to go for a horizontal turn against the fighter. Okay, that's just natural. You want to turn with the other fighter to get on his tail, but you shouldn't do that against a MiG, against an F-86 in a MiG. You should always go vertical. Some snapshots. Oh, those were close. Those were really close. Here I have to pull really hard. There we go. Almost blacked out. You know why? He could have got a snapshot off if I hadn't done that. Okay, he's climbing. Doing a loop. Taking some snapshots. Nope, no luck. Try and dive on him. But now we're too fast. Okay, so here we see I've kind of lost my speed, and he's on my 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another like sort of a climb, like a half loop, and then climb up and try and drag him up to high altitudes. Now, as I said, this was an actual tactic that was used by MiG-15s in the Korean War against the F-86 Sabers. Like you can read about it in the books and hear about it in the documentaries and so on and so forth. The MiGs would climb, okay, because the MiG has a better rate of climb and a higher service ceiling than the F-86 Saber. And here you guys can see we're climbing at around 350 kilometers an hour. And there's the Saber down there. I'm not sure if you guys can see this black smoke, that natural black smoke that comes out of the back of the F-86 Saber. Now we're going to drag him up to a higher altitude, and eventually he will run out of energy. And as soon as he runs out of energy and we're in a good position, we can dive down on top of him. And this was an actual tactic that was used in real life. And it works here in DCS. I did this many times against the F-86 when I was in trouble. There he is. You can see him. I did this quite a few times against the AI, and it worked every single time. Every single time. You can see he's struggling. He has his nose pointed up. He's on a high angle of attack. He's trying to climb, but he's just not going to beat our rate of climb. And as I said, he doesn't have the higher service ceiling. We have a higher service ceiling by 8,000 feet or 5,000 feet, something like that. And there we go. You can already see that he's running out of energy. Now I don't want to lose him beneath that cloud. I can just make him out. And as I said, that black sludge that's coming out of the back of the F-86 does give his position away. I'm looking at you, MiG-29. The MiG-29's engines are like that too. That's a major disadvantage. So as you can see, we're at almost 5,500 kilometers. 5.5 kilometers, almost 18 to 20,000 feet. There he is. So we can happily climb at the moment. You can see we're at 450 kilometers an hour. But he can't. He can't climb with us. So now, as we're turning on him, we're getting almost behind him now. We're above and behind him. We can do a dive. Now, as soon as we dive, we have to deploy our air brakes. You have to deploy your air brakes, and you have to idle the throttle. Otherwise, we will get into compressibility once we approach about 900 kilometers an hour. And there we go. I'm diving. Diving. And I'm going to get ready for a snapshot with the 37mm. Oh, there we go. We hit him. Right wing. Yeah, I think he's done for. Yeah, he's done for. Is he out of the fight? I think he is. He's smoking. Yeah, as you approach 900 kilometers an hour in the MiG-15, you will lose complete control, basically. Yeah, I think we got him. Yeah, he's going down. Oh, there we go. Ejection. Can see the parachute. Can see the canopy, and there's the plane. Yep, that's the pilot. He ejected. Yep, that F-86 is going down. Ooh. That plane hit the ground really hard. Wow. So yeah, guys, that's the tips that I have. Now, if you guys have more experience with multiplayer and stuff like that in the MiG-15bis, please do let us know in the comments section below if you have any tips or tricks on dogfighting F-86 Sabers. Now, once we get into the F-86 Sabers, and we can do that, and then we can have a look at the dogfight from the other side. So guys, as I said, in conclusion, I have just 3 tips. Fight vertical, don't fight horizontal. Watch your ammo, watch your speed. And also, when you're in trouble, climb. Take the fight high. Gain altitude. And the F-86 Saber won't be able to follow you. And that's about it, guys, for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.